Welcome back to Young Trip Reactions. The first video we're going to do is woman gets 20 years even though she's claiming self-defense claim, Kansas City woman. Let's get into this.
Only on Fox 4, a Kansas City woman convicted of 2 felonies says she was defending herself from an attack that bystanders caught on video. I'm Lauren Halifax.
I'm John Holt. The charges and conviction raised questions about how Jackson County prosecutors are applying the law, just weeks after dropping serious charges against one of the men charged in the deadly Chiefs rally shooting.
And that's the big part right there. They dropped charges against one of the people from the Chiefs Super Bowl parade, and this woman is still facing 20 years. Let's get into it.
Only on Fox 4. Fox 4's Malik Jackson joins us from the Jackson County Courthouse. Malik, you spoke with the convicted woman's mother, but also a defense attorney who says there are inconsistencies coming out of prosecutor Melissa Johnson's office.
That's exactly what he says, and he currently has a client who is a Jackson County defendant claiming self-defense. But we start this story with this impassioned mother who says her daughter was just firing this weapon in self-defense of not only herself, but her niece, who was in the back seat of her car. Now she's behind bars.
So her niece was with her, so she's firing in self-defense of herself and her young niece. Let's continue.
For 20 years, and tonight her mom is asking the question, why didn't she get the same deal that one of the Chiefs parade rally shooters just got? Here is video evidence recently used in the trial of Vatece Davis, a young woman now facing 2 decades behind bars for what her mom says should have been self-defense.
She wanted to kick my daughter's butt. And if her daughter did tell her that...
Was your daughter in fear for her life?
Yes, and she told them that. She said, you know, all I could think about is if she got in this car, she was going to demolish me.
Here are pictures from the video. You can see she's on the car, beating the car, and has ripped off the windshield wiper and using it as a weapon.
She said...
So the person that the woman is trying to stay away from pulled the windshield wipers off her car and started to try to hit the glass, to try to break the glass, to try to force her way into the car. And this woman is still facing 20 years in prison. Insane. Let's continue.
She raised her window down that says, your daughter was recording me. She said, I didn't say a thing. She waited and she paused. I had to hop on top of her car.
Eventually, Vatece Davis would lower the window and fire her gun, her only means, she said, of protecting herself and her niece in the back seat. Then she drove away. Davis was charged with 4 felonies, including unlawful use of a weapon. Her mom says she was defending herself. Daniel Ross, a criminal defense attorney, tonight is weighing in.
The victim appeared to be the aggressor. Then apparently the victim broke off the attack and moved to a different location. It comes down to the subjective decision of a prosecutor's office. Depends on the experience of the individual prosecutor, the individual case review officer. There's a volume of cases, and I'm telling you, we've got way too many shootings.
The confrontation erupted following an argument Davis had with other adults near a school bus. A student took out a phone and started recording. Davis took the phone away, and the student's mother approached Davis to go get it back. Davis said the woman...
So a student was recording her and her niece. She, I'm pretty sure, asked the student to stop, and the student did not stop. So she took the phone. The student's mother somehow, I don't know if she had her phone, maybe she used somebody else's phone to call their mom, and the mom showed up on the scene. And this is the mom, obviously jumping on the car and everything else, trying to get their child's phone back. Let's continue.
jumped on her car and refused to let her drive away. According to a probable cause statement, a witness said the woman jumped on the car to avoid being hit by it.
She wanted my daughter by any means necessary. She wanted her.
At trial, Davis's attorney cited Missouri's self-defense law, which says people who are attacked have no duty to retreat. Davis claims she attempted to get away from her alleged attacker 3 times. The jury found her guilty of 2 felonies, unlawful use of a weapon, and armed criminal action. Just weeks earlier, the Jackson County prosecutor dismissed several charges against Dominic Miller, one of the shooters at the Chiefs Victory Parade in 2024. He pleaded guilty to unlawful use of a weapon and was released with credit for 2 years of time served.
Without proof that Mr. Miller was the initial aggressor, Missouri law does not allow us to continue with the murder charge.
After Davis was found guilty, a judge sentenced her to 20 years in prison. Her mother wants to know why she did not get a deal like Miller.
I'm hurt.
What's your message to the prosecutor?
My message to the prosecutor is the law was behind my daughter. Why wasn't it applied? Why wasn't it?
And Ross tells me, even as a defense attorney, when these laws often favor his clients, he believes that the law in Missouri, the legislature needs to address these self-defense laws and rewrite them. And that is indeed a strong statement. Of course, Fox 4 reached out to the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office, and they were not willing to comment on this specific case, citing a current pending appeal. But they did go back to the statement that they gave a few weeks ago, that they understand that they are charging cases based off of the evidence that they have, and that they also explain the difficulty when trying to charge and to prosecute self-defense cases. Of course, Fox 4 is going to stay on top of this ever-evolving issue. John.
Thank you, Malik.
Malik Jackson live downtown at the Jackson County Courthouse. Malik, thanks.
And sold to Carvana.
What's wrong, John?
I set aside a week to sell my...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Melissa Johnson's office, because this woman should have had the same deal. She was in her car, had her niece with her, and was protecting herself and her niece, and fired out of her car, because I'm sure if the mother would have just walked up the right way and said, hey, you can give the phone to me, their mother, something like, I already spoken to them, you can't just be out recording people, or something like that, to try to diffuse the situation where it would have never even came to something like this. The mother came, jumped all on the car, trying to beat the windshield in, rip the windshield wipers off and started beating in the windshield, instead of approaching this very, very differently. So that this could have all been avoided by her just walking up and talking to the lady in the car, and getting her child's phone back. But instead, you wanted to cause a scene, and now this young woman is facing 20 years because you don't know how to dispute the situation. Let me know what y'all think. I'll have the link pinned at the top of the chat, as always, back to Fox 4, and in a link in the description. And I think Melissa Johnson's office, they need to look into how to handle these self-defense claims a lot better. As a person who always wanted to be a police officer and all that, I know how all this works, and you need to be able to have it done in a better way, because the way it is right now, you're letting people who shot up a crowd at a parade and dropping charges against them, or crediting them with time served. And this woman, as we can clearly see in the video, was defending herself and her minor relative, and she's facing 20 years. Insane. Let me know what y'all think, and drop a comment, and let me know. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.